not quite that yet. We'll give it some time. We've got patience. We can maybe see this more of how Schifrin became second in the World Cup slalom on Sunday, wraps up the seventh slalom discipline title. This was all Republic. So read more about it on page A5. Today's news, hey, time machine. We love going back in time. We sorts of stories from our archives from as far back as 60, 70 years ago. 60 years ago, the facilities at Vail Resort were officially dedicated. And Anna Love, the wife of Colorado Governor John Love, broke a bottle of champagne on the Vail gondola. So that was on January 26, 1963. 50 years ago, cars were becoming a problem in the Lions Head area. The Vail Trail reported many people have recently gotten in the habit of just parking their cars in the Lions Head shuttle bus stops. Had to deal with that. But what was happening 30 years ago? Beaver Creek began experimenting to see if snowshoers could use McCoy Park Nordic trails. Can you believe that was 30 years ago? That was January 29th, 1993. And let's take a look at 20 years ago. We've got the Trista and Ryan Sutter. They arrive, the photo is they're arriving at the American Music Awards on November 16th in 2003 at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. The ABC show The Bachelorette visited Vail for the fourth episode of the 6-week series, which featured Vail firefighter Ryan Sutter. The Vail Daily, in a preview story, said the episode was filmed on a beautiful fall day in Vail when there was only a hint of snow on the slopes. And according to the Daily, even if Sutter loses out, 2 bachelors will be voted off the island. Vail can only win, says Vail town manager Bob McLaurin. So it's a little bit of what was happening in the last couple of decades this week. That's on page A2. Also, registration is already open for the GoPro Mountain Games, or it is actually going to be opening on Wednesday. So make sure you check that out. And then in sports and outdoors, River Radimus, Kyle Nagamir, they score World Cup points in Cortina, Italy. The two are alumni of the Vail Ski and Snowboard Club. So big news for them on page A14 in today's paper. And then in arts and entertainment, we've got some fun things coming to Vail. Lots of great shows, especially this week and next week alone. Dreams in Flight. Bella Fleck and Abigail Washburn present world premiere with the Colorado Symphony at Villar Performing Arts Center on Thursday. So get to know a little bit about this couple. Oh, actually, that's the wrong one. That's from last week. That's your tell us your love story. But here, I'll just hold it up. Here you go. You can see what we got in today's paper on section B. B1, this is the cover of Arts and Entertainment. So Dreams in Flight features Bella Fleck and Abigail Washburn and their world premiere with the Colorado Symphony. And that is going to be this week. So check it out. It'll be on Thursday evening, 6:30 p.m. Tickets are available still, $65 for adults. They have a special student ticket for $25. So it could be a good way to go. And then in Vail Live and Town Talk, we've got your neighbors, your friends, and some kind of cool news. We have Lamont Joseph White. He has his new painting that was commissioned by the Town of Vail's Art and Public Places. It's now on display, and that's the upper left-hand corner photo. That's in Vail Live. Also, learn about birthdays, learn about new books, learn about what your neighbors are doing in today's Vail Daily on page A10 in Vail Live and Town Talk. These stories and more can be found for free in your paper. Grab your copy anywhere throughout East Vail, down to Gypsum, Dots Arrow. They're going to have it for you, or just go online. VailDaily.com will give you these stories, archive stories. Did you read about Coach Prime being here? Deion Sanders? That was in yesterday's paper, so make sure you check that out. Lots of fun stories happening here in the Vail Valley. But let's take a look now at what's going on with the roads, because it was another sloppy, slow drive coming in this morning. I drove in from Edwards, and at least we're getting used to it. At least people are probably getting better at driving this because we've had so much practice. right now as well. But Anthony, let's go. We've got no sound, so we're gonna take a break right now.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Hi, it's Carrie. Welcome to Nap Harvest. It's the month of January and we're talking about healthy habits. We have lots of things here at Nap Harvest to help you with your family keeping healthy and yourself healthy. Lots and lots of honeys in our honey cabinet. Honey has all the vitamins, enzymes, and minerals that you need. It's very good immune builder, and it couldn't be more delicious to have a spoonful of honey. We have all these elderberry honeys and elderberry products that help with upper respiratory problems. Your kids will love the elderberry honey. It tastes a little grapey, so not hard to get your kids to do this. We also have cough syrups for kids, nasal sprays, anything you need to keep your family healthy, or once you've got sick, to treat it. Come check out all the wonderful things that we have to keep you healthy for 2023. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Welcome back to Vail Live. Let's bring it out to Megan Wright and find out what it feels like out there. She's out in the elements and it's a little chilly, but Megan, did you hear it's going to be really cold in Denver today? Like,
I know my
11?
husband's driving currently in the snowstorm to Denver this morning. So,
Oh, I know. My husband drove last night and he said it was pretty dicey, but then by the time he got to Idaho Springs, it was a lot better. But yes, there's so many people that make this commute, go back and forth, the weekend warriors. I think a lot of people went back a little early if they were going to watch the football games back home. Philadelphia
yep.
Eagles were victorious over the San Francisco 49ers, and Kansas City back in it again with the Chiefs beating the Bengals. The first game wasn't that exciting. That was kind of wrapped up early, but the second
Yeah.
game, wow, it really came down to that field goal.
Yeah. I think the Bengals was like, kicking himself because he there was an after play that they got penalized. So
Yeah.
that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
brought him closer to the field goal and then they won.
Yeah, I know. But Mahomes, you just never know with that guy. It seems like he can always pull a trick out of the hat. But so yeah, let's talk a little bit about the weekend. And I know you probably got out there. Did you get out on the slopes?
This weekend was just amazing. We had so much snow everywhere. It was packed on Saturday. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but and then it cleared out a little early because of the football games.
Yeah,
But and I did the Oakley days. That was really, I tried all the goggles. I done with them. Did gone to Lion's Head, lapped it and just kept changing them out.
yeah.
It was really really
Did
cool.
you
And
find a
then
pair that you
great music.
liked?
I did. I
Okay.
haven't purchased them yet, but I
I
did.
know. Well, I think they were giving a discount if you got them that weekend. So,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
20% off discount or stuff like that. But yeah, but that was great to have that energy at the base. And I know they did their barbecue and their ride along with some of their athletes. But Oakley, just a great brand that's been around for a while. So kind of cool to see a little energy. But yeah, I heard about the lines. I ended up skiing Beaver Creek on Saturday because we were trying to get to Vail, and then there was an accident in Dow Junction. Luckily, we were
Oh
able
no.
to get off, and we turned around on Highway 6, and then we're like, okay, I guess we're skiing the Beeve. And the Beeve was great. They had a ton of snow as well, We just did some
Yeah.
laps in Arrowhead and then came into town later on. But yeah, town was busy, lots of fun. And then people, once again, leaving a little earlier on the slopes just so they could get out and go see those football games. But Super Bowl, we're going to be seeing that in what, about 2 weeks now? So you could
Yeah.
ski all day. That's what's nice about the Super Bowl. It pretty much always happens after the slopes close. So you get your full day of skiing in, and then you can hang out. So I'm sure we'll see some jerseys in the next couple of weeks. People wearing their Chiefs jerseys, people wearing their Eagles jerseys. But
Eagles.
what a fantastic year so far. What's the line looking like back there? Anyone getting in
You know,
line yet?
very few people. That's why I kind of wanted to be here because this,
Yeah,
in comparison, it's like quiet on the front side right
yeah.
here. I probably, besides the staff, probably 10 people.
Okay,
This
okay.
weekend, people had lounge chairs. They were sitting in lounge chairs. It was pretty funny. I was cracking up.
Well, those ski boots aren't very comfortable. So yeah, take a load off, get in the lounge chairs. Oh my gosh, that's a new one. I've not seen that. So that's pretty funny
It
that they
was,
have their lounge chairs
yeah.
out there. Yeah, people, I love the creativity. I saw some costumes this weekend as well. But other than that, people were pretty bundled up because it was a bit chilly out there. But you know what? We've got another great
Saturday.
week of snow. We're still in this winter weather advisory. And, so we're going to more snow throughout today. And it seems like even if they just predict one or two, we get three or four. Like, I don't know. This is just, it's such a crazy year. And Megan, you heard we surpassed the 200-inch mark at Beaver Creek now. So now we're at 203. And then over at Vail, we're at like 229. Let me make sure I got that correct. Yeah, 229 inches at Vail so far. And then we have 203 in Beaver Creek. So just amazing right now. But hey, do you follow Vail on Instagram?
So, yeah, I do, of course.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Town of
Okay.
Vale and Vale. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? So they have the cutest thing out there right now. They've got this little kid. His name is Wilder, okay? Wilder, the wild man. And so they've been doing these things called minute clinics. And it's usually, I think it's Sophie and Frank are the two instructors. Yeah, Francis and Sophia are the usual two instructors that do this. But they have a guest appearance by Wild Man, this little kid that's so cute. Should we show it, Anthony? Okay, you got to see this. This is super cute. So let's take a look.
Clinic with you. Are we the better than the ones with Sophie and Francis? I'm gonna take you through some kid zones. They're pretty safe places for kids and grown-ups, which makes it fun for me and fun for you. I'll show you the way. Come on. There's a lot of trees to turn around. And went right through some. Sherwood Forest is the best because it's so cool and it's a kid zone. It's extra bumpy. Gotta keep it. Choo 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 choo. I want to ride bumps like this roller coaster. New, new, new. This tree, that tree, this tree. Let's go to Porcupine Alley. Let's Porcupine Alley. It's so fun. I'm gonna do these ones faster than the last one. Woo! Meow, 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 meow. Thanks for joining me for my minute clinic. I hope you can find the kids' adventure zones. I'll see you next time. Wild out.
All right, isn't that so
Super cute.
adorable? He's like, meow, meow, just going through the
He's actually,
trees.
pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah, I know. He has good balance. He knows his adventure zones. And that's what's really fun is they do have these on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountains. You'll see the ski schools with their classes going through. I know that Jackrabbit Alley is such a popular one up at Beaver Creek. A lot of parents have to go through that. The kids get through them a little bit easier because their skis are shorter. You got some 180s, 190s. Jackrabbit Alley gets a little tight for you as an adult. So make sure you're ready for that. But yeah, Sherwood Forest, the Magic Forest, Coyote Crossing, some of those zones on Vail Mountain, and then we've got the Bear Cave and the Gold Mine over at Beaver Creek. I used to be a ski school instructor over there, and we would take our classes through there and go to those different adventure zones. Ghost Town, that's a fun one just east of Spruce Saddle, and you kind of go through and curve along the way, and you got the bank turns. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But thank you, Wild Man, Little Wilder. I wonder how old he is. He looks like, I don't know, 4 years old.
4. I was thinking 4. 4, 5.
Yeah.
Little, tiny.
And they do start children's ski school at 3 years old. When I taught at Beaver Creek Ski School, it was you had to be 3 years old, potty trained, and willing. Okay, like you had to be a willing participant to do this. Like you could be dragged in screaming and crying. 3 years old, potty trained, and willing, and that'll get you into ski school at Vail and Beaver Creek. And then they have the different programs, for the teens and different things like that. So it's kind of fun to see all that. So that was on Vail's Instagram. But hey, Megan, we've got a lot of things going on. This week we're kind of in between months. We're in between the kind of the holidays. We don't have President's Week for a couple more weeks, and Valentine's Day is coming up as well. So I love these weekends kind of in between because it sometimes is a little less crowded. Not really last Saturday. I think there's a lot of pent up demand for having that powder day on a weekend. We've had so many powder days, kind of stealthy powder days happening during the week. But, if you're looking for something to do, if you're here for the week, I was in the grocery store last night and I could see people, like you could tell they just got into town and they were loading up.
Yeah.
Getting all their stuff. But if you want to go out tonight, we've got some things going on. We have Johnny Schlepper. He grew up here, Buzz Schlepper, who has Buzz's Boards, which is a ski and snowboard shop that's been there forever. He grew up ski racing, actually, but he was as good at guitar as he was at ski racing. And he plays tonight, and this will be at the Red Lion from 4 to 6 p.m., so that's a super fun thing to do. Or we got Brendan McKinney. He's over at the King's Club at the Sun and Alp, and they do their music mid-evening. So it's not opera, it's not late night, but it's going to be 7 to 10 p.m. They'll take a few breaks in between, and you can get dinner there. They can serve you dinner right in the King's Club. I like getting the pretzels. I like getting the charcuterie boards. So that's a good place to go. So a couple of ideas if people are looking for that.
I got an idea. And Wednesday is the art tour. So they only have the art tour on Wednesday. It's twice a month. It's the first and third Wednesday. So if you're in town this week and you want to check out the art tour, you join Molly at the Welcome Center at the Village at 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And that's so cool because you learn about behind you, we can see that the Edge, that racer, it's a kind of a Bodie Miller inspired, so that's on the tour. The 10th Mountain Division statue, that's on the tour. There's been some new additions right near where you start the tour from the Kent and Vicki Logan foundation.
Yeah,
They
the
donated
bottom of
some
the
those.
Welcome Center.
Yeah, we got a picture of it right there. All the other birdhouses. So this is great that we're going to be doing these first and third Wednesdays of the month, all the way through April 5th, and it's nice. It's free. And you just get to learn a little bit more about the valley. And you can go to this website. This is artandvail.com. and it'll kind of walk you through some of the things that are there. But then Molly gives you some more information of it. And, it's not a long walk. You're there, maybe wandering around for about an hour. So just bundle up for it. But yeah, that's coming up this Wednesday. Hey, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can meet right at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, and they're doing those Vail history tours.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, daytime tours, and then you have, operas, and then evening shows at the Vail. There's a lot going on this week.
I know. You know what? And then you got to fit dinner in there somewhere,
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So this is the Vail History Tours. So what they do is they just ask for about a $5 guest fee per person. And then the professionals from the right there at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum are going to help you hang out there and go around and learn a little bit about the history. And then, Megan, did you hear that the Colorado Snow Sports Museum was invited to come down to Governor Polis's inaugural ball, the sneaker ball for all, sneakers instead of high heels and everything? And they got to bring down a bunch of their displays and have that at the cocktail hour and the donor party right before everyone went next door to the Mission Ballroom. So congratulations.
I did not.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah, so it's really cool. And they brought down, a lot of the artifacts from the 10th Mountain Division, and they had all the photos when President Biden was here. And then they have a lot of ties to different governors. They've got Governor John Love's boot, and even in today's time machine, did you know that on January 26th of 1963, the facilities at Vail Ski Resort were officially dedicated because that's when Anna Love, Governor John Love's wife, she broke the bottle of champagne, she christened the gondola, and deemed it so. So just a little bit of history.
That's good. That's neat. We need to get some champagne and get on the white gondola.
I know.
Christen it.
The white gondola car. Yeah, that's one thing to watch out for, everyone. If you're going to be taking Gondola 1 today, the golden car number 50, that was for Vail's 50th anniversary. Now they have this white car with the blue and white and black logo with that kind of V logo painted on there. So that's gondola car number 60. I've not ridden in that one. Is it coming?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't been in the 60. I'm looking for it.
I know. Where is
I'm
it?
looking for it. I know. Here's the gold one coming in.
Okay. Oh, the gold. Yeah, I love the gold one. Okay, cool. All right. Well, hey, Megan, we'll let's take it to a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the Vail Performing Arts Center. Lots of big shows coming up in February.
Dr. Max Sider here with Vail Valley Live for the Ask a Doc segment. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. I'm fellowship trained in sports medicine, and I specialize in comprehensive treatment of the hip, knee, and shoulder. Are there different types of injuries for skiers and snowboarders? Yes, obviously both can have the same types of injuries. Skiing is going to be a more predominantly lower extremity injury prone sport, while as snowboarding is more frequently going to involve the upper extremities when patients are bracing themselves, or not yet patients, but skiers or snowboarders are bracing themselves for a fall. Wrist fractures are very common with snowboarding. Shoulder injuries very common with snowboarding, including AC separation, shoulder dislocations. We see a lot more ligamentous injuries about the knee with skiing. ACL being a very common one. One that we see that is non-operative is an MCL injury, which is always good news to give a patient because it's just a little downtime and then we expect a full return to prior level of function without needing surgery. Fractures, etc., of the lower knee joint called a tibial plateau fracture, very common in our skiing population and will fix a lot every winter. How long is it okay for my shoulder to hurt after falling off my snowboard? Pain that is persisting for several days after a big fall is probably something you should have evaluated. We are always ready to see patients on a same-day basis. Anything that it presents with extreme weakness, an obvious deformity, or other truly concerning symptoms, you should be seen immediately. Any tips for my first ski season after an ACL tear? So this is one of my areas of particular specialty is ACL reconstruction. It is going to take on average about 9 months for a full return to sport. But we are actually assessing the patient with the assistance of our wonderful physical therapist here in the Valley with what's called a return to sports testing. That's the general progression of all return to sports, is starting a little slower and then building up higher, just like professional athletes do. Does a broken collarbone mean my ski season is over? Depending on the pattern of the fracture, may be treated surgically or non-operatively. A broken bone versus a fracture, we may offer surgery for that particular clavicle fracture. Normally a patient is going to be, in my practice, allowed immediate active and passive range of motion coming out of the sling as soon as they can tolerate. Takes about 6 weeks for the initial healing of that clavicle to occur. Depending on the fracture itself, I may clear somebody for some lower risk skiing after about the 6 to 8 week mark, or it may be the 3 month mark. Are there winter sports that you should not do with a labral tear? If we have progressed you through physical therapy and you're doing well with your labral tear, then the goal is to return you back to all sports, whether it is with or without surgery. And that's the goal of all of our non-operative treatment, is get you back to full level of function, pain-free, and doing well. Thank you so much again for watching the Ask a MD segment here with Vail Valley Live. I'm Dr. Max Sider with Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Stay safe out there. Number one piece of advice, wear a helmet.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
We are back with Vail Valley Live. 3 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountains. Pay attention to the crawl that's rolling for you at the bottom of the screen. That's going to let you know what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. But we are in a winter weather advisory from now until 5 a.m. on Tuesday. We're going to be seeing some heavy snow and some patchy blowing snow. That wind is going to be picking up, gusting to almost 30 miles per hour by this afternoon. So that could make the visibility a little tough, especially on the mountain passes, the approaches to the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels as well. So make sure you're taking it slow out there. And if you're on the slopes today, make sure you're wearing your helmet, make sure your vents are closed. Goggles would be the choice today, not sunglasses. And then the neck gaiter, the balaclava combination. Maybe you have a windproof layer. You can either wear a windstopper, or maybe your shell is more of a windproof layer. Sometimes when you're just wearing like a thin down jacket, doesn't quite cut it for you today. And our temperatures are going to be rounded out into the mid to upper 20s, but that's going to be on the valley floor. It will be a bit cooler as you get onto the mountains. So as you increase in elevation, for every 1,000 feet of travel you go up, you lose about 3 to 4 degrees. So it could be quite a difference between about 8,000 feet at the base and 1,100 feet up at the top. Right now on Beaver Creek Mountain, we're seeing 13 degrees, 12 at Vail, and right here on the valley floor into the upper teens. 229 inches current season to date in Vail as far as inches are concerned, and 203 over at Beaver Creek. And you can see our hourly temperatures, they're not going to really warm up until mid-afternoon. So it is going to be cool out there, and those are on mountain temps. Now, as we look at the forecast for the next couple of days, believe it or not, we're going to actually see some sunshine. So we have some sunshine in store once the clouds and the storm moves out on Tuesday after this winter weather advisory. Tuesday night will be clear, so you know what that means. Cold. We've got some cool temperatures, single digits, 0 on Wednesday. So it is going to be chilly overnight for sure. Then it'll warm up into the 20s for Tuesday, low 30s for Wednesday, and then for your Thursday, we'll see things right around the mid 30s. So slowly warming up throughout the week as well. But look at some of the snow totals forecasted by Open Snow. So today, Open Snow is saying we can maybe get 4 inches at Beaver Creek, 3 over at Vail. And then for Tuesday, before we get the sunshine, that's when the storm wraps up, maybe another 3. And then clear skies Won't bring us any snow for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, another chance of snow for you, and then maybe a bit more on Monday and Tuesday. So it is just this never-ending snow cycle. Pretty awesome to be out there. So once again, 3 inches of new snow at both resorts. But let's go back to the roads and let you know what we're seeing out there, because we drove in and yeah, it was slow moving, a little sloppy for you. Look at some of the on ramps, off ramps, a lot more snow there. And the plows are trying to get out there and move some of this off. But right now, it's a lot of slush. When you're switching lanes, you kind of feel that pull. And then those higher elevations, it is going to be icy up there. And we do have the commercial vehicle chain law going up for eastbound I-70. We also have I-70 in both directions, passenger vehicle traction law. So you need to make sure that your tires are either snow tires or all season. There you can see one of the plows going on through. And then on your way onto the approaches of the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels, in both directions, passenger vehicle a law in effect, traction law, and we're seeing, the chain law in effect for the big rigs. Now, once you get past Georgetown, then it seems to really clear up, probably Idaho Springs. You'll have a bit more smooth sailing into Denver. So there's a look at your roads. So drive safe, take it slow, allow a little bit of extra follow distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you, and make sure you're leaving on time. Because when you're rushed, that's when the things really start to happen. But all right, let's bring in Megan and talk a little bit about some things going on up at Beaver Creek, including the Villar Performing Arts Center. Oh, I see you found yourself the fire. Good
It's
for you.
chilly out here. Definitely face masks for sure.
Yeah.
Bundle up, layer up, people.
Yeah, layer up for sure. But you know what? We've got some great performances coming this week. I mean, February is packed. Even just the first 8 days, we've got Bella Fleck and Abigail Washburn. They're going to be playing on February 2nd. Limited availability already. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Now, I understand that you had tickets for this, but you can't go? Or are you going to try to go?
I'm not able to go.
Oh, dang. I know.
I gave my ticket away, but that's okay.
Okay, but
We
you
were
know
in
what?
the Super Bowl a long time ago. Did you know that?
Yeah. They played Super Bowl and they played, like they've just got this great sound. They're gonna be filling the stage with a lot of that swing band era type of music. And now, Megan, do you remember the old gardens where Solaris is now?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Now, do you know that I used to take swing dance lessons? I think it was
Oh
Tuesday nights or Thursday nights, and you'd go. And like I took swing dance lessons through Colorado Mountain College when they were offering it. Remember when swing dance was all the craze?
yes. Oh yeah. I wish. Yeah, I know. It was a huge craze. It's yeah.
Do you remember that?
I wish I knew how to swing dance.
Oh yeah, I wish I did. If I have a really good partner, I can do it. But I don't know the moves myself. But I love country swing. I love swing dancing. I love wedding dances. Anytime I get kind of tossed around, and flipped up, because I used to do all the stunts.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, oh, I can do this. But yeah, you got to really trust your partner, because otherwise you can land on your head on those things. But Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, that'll be on February 3rd. And then we're bringing in Sarah Jarose. And I just had a chance to interview her on Friday. We'll be playing that video hopefully soon. She is just amazing. She's 31 years old. She's already won 4 Grammys. She's collaborated with so many wonderful artists. She's currently on tour with Sean Colvin and Mark Cohn. Now, they're not coming to this show at Beaver Creek, but she was just in Medford, Oregon, doing the Upper Northwest with them. She's going to take a little break. She's coming to Aspen. She's coming to Beaver Creek. She's got 4 nights in Park City, and then she'll go back on tour with Sean Colvin and Mark Cohn. But to have, this is much amazing talent at such a young age. I guess she was performing when she was a kid. She came from a musical family. And she collaborated with David Crosby, and he just passed away from Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah.
So get tickets for this, because she has such a beautiful voice. and she really amazing lyrics, and just really, you won't be disappointed. So this will be on Sunday, February 5th, and reserved seating starts at only $35. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
And
So
then, yeah,
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, 3 shows
yes,
this weekend at the Villar.
yeah. And then, have you ever seen the Peking Acrobats?
No, but I do want to go. I do want to
Okay,
see that. That would be
yeah.
very entertaining.
You should definitely see this. So this is going to be on the 8th. Okay, so that will be I think Wednesday the 8th. And I saw these. They come almost every year, and I saw them over Christmas one year, and they were just amazing. And they're bringing in the Shanghai Circus. So you got the Peking Acrobats featuring the Shanghai Circus. They're going to be doing a great children's prize, a student ticket. This is part of their 4-pack tickets. So if you have 4 people that are going, you can all save a little money if you buy it in a 4-pack. And they're going to be doing a couple of shows. They got February 8th at 4:30, and then they're doing another one at 7. So that's how popular this is. So you definitely want to take part of this. So this will be a kind of a double header on Wednesday, February 8th, 4:30 and 7:30. But Megan, I hope we can get you to that one. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I want to go. That would be a great family event too. So
Yeah.
people should get those tickets. I might go for that 4:30 one in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah,
Ski in
exactly.
Beaver Creek, and then go right to the show.
Yeah, that's how you do it. I know. You can go in your ski pants. I'd get out of your ski boots, but yeah, go in your ski pants, and that should be pretty awesome. But the Vlar is celebrating 25 years. Pretty amazing that they've had this. And Megan, are we so lucky that we have this venue? You know, I've seen some incredible shows there throughout the years.
Yeah. And then the Cholula art that you were mentioning, that was the 25th anniversary present,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah. The
And
big
no,
chandelier.
he was at the Botanic Gardens in Denver for all his display. It was beautiful walking through the Botanic
Well,
Gardens.
and you know what? Do you remember Pismo Gallery? You know, they had one in Beaver Creek and one in Vail.
Yeah.
And now Peace Gallery is our glass art gallery, but Pismo had a lot of Chihuly. And Dale Chihuly actually took part in the Vail Summer Art Workshop that was hosted by like Dan Talene and Milhone, you know, that whole gang. Christo was here back in the day. So a lot of famous artists were kind of just, you know, earning their chops a long time ago. And Chihuly was part of Vail, the Summer Vail Art Workshop, you know, back in the
Yeah.
80s. So kind of neat to see that. So yeah, when you
Yeah.
walk in to the Lar Performing Arts Center, when you go down that grand staircase, look right in the center because that's where the 204 pieces of the Chihuly glass chandelier is hanging. And they kind of have the little cartoon there of it. But it's really neat that they have that dedication and yeah, we're just really glad for all the support that the Villar Performing Arts Center gets because a lot of times these shows are underwritten, so it keeps the tickets a bit more affordable. And I see a lot of these shows really affordable pricing for the type of entertainment you're going to get. And you don't have to go all the way to Denver, it's right here after your ski day. So, hey, and then Megan, another thing coming up at Beaver Creek, we've got Talents Challenge. And this is
Oh, I know.
14, yeah, 14 of the most difficult bump runs. All right, so you know all the ones off of grouse, tiers 9, 10, and 11. Those 3 lifts kind of form like almost like a talon of a bird, and that's why they call it the talents. And then all of
Talents,
those
yeah.
runs are named after birds of prey, like ruffled grouse, screech owl,
grouse, yeah.
ptarmigan, all those. So, how are you on bumps? Do you love bumps or not?
I'm pretty good. I was probably better when I was younger, but I'm still doing it. My knees are still hanging in there, and I love it when it's like this kind of weather, snow.
Yeah.
I love it. Prima, pronto, log shoot, highline.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you like the PPLs. All right. Well, if you want to get out there, Talents Challenge is happening February 25th and 26th. Now you pick your day. You don't get to split it up and do 7 and 7. You gotta pick your day. So this is going to be going on that Saturday or Sunday. And Megan, it adds up to 26,000 vertical if you do all those runs. And some
And then you
people
can do
like,
it 2 days,
well,
right? If you
yeah.
do, you can do both days. That's
Oh,
crazy.
you can do both days. And you know what? You can do it twice in one day. I know some people that they ski one day. I mean, they ski and then they get their snowboard on, or they'll telly and then they'll alpine. Like, I don't know. They just double challenge. They double down on the challenge. But this is going to be fun.
Hardcore.
It's a benefit for SOS Outreach, and Heather Blackman, who is one of our other hosts, she volunteers for SOS. So she said she hasn't done it, but she's usually down there at the bottom because you kind of have the honor system where you tell them like, okay, I'm going to do this next run, and then they punch your lanyard. So you wait till you get all 14 punches, and then they're going to have a little party afterwards. So that should be really fun. You'll get a free lunch and a drink. So sign up for it. And with the season we've had, this could actually be, the bumps might be a little more forgiving. Because when we haven't had snow for a while and those bumps get really hard packed. But if you get 3, 4, 5 inches, if you just get maybe it dumps. So that would be key if we had a powder day on those days.
It's snow coming.
Yeah, definitely. Keep it coming. Okay, all right. Well, hey, let's take a break and we'll come back with just a bit more. Oh, and you know what? Just to let you know, a few more things going on at Beaver Creek this week. So tomorrow we're going to have the complimentary caricatures with Ken Carpenter. That'll be from 4 to 6 p.m. right in the plaza by the ice rink. And then Helmut Fricker, he'll be on the plaza playing his accordion, playing his alpenhorn. Charlotte, his lovely wife, will be with him. You can't miss them. They're dressed in the Bavarian wear, and he's telling his jokes. You know Helmut and his jokes.
Oh
right?
yeah, the leader host, everything. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, Megan, we'll let you head back up to the lift or something, and we'll see what people are doing today. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the Outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the Outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. In January 2023, we are showcasing healthy habits. And you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms. Grown at 9,000 feet, mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
We are back, and right before we go, we want to give you one more look at the weather so you know how to prepare for your day. And the key things today, we're in a winter weather advisory. We're expecting some heavy snow and some wind as well. Temperatures only in the 20s on the valley floor. We'll probably see teens, upper teens, low 20s on the mountain. But we'll see the wind gust as high as 30 miles per hour today. And we could maybe see 3 to 7 inches possible, according to the National Weather Service. So it's just a crazy winter. We're already at 229 inches season to date at Vail, 203 at Beaver Creek. We did receive 3 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours. So it just keeps on moving, folks. The snow train is barreling down those tracks. But we're going to see some sunny weather tomorrow. I can't believe it. We'll see a daytime high right around the 20s. The sunshine is going to pop out not only Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then maybe another chance of snow for Saturday. So that's what we're looking like for the next couple of days. 3 inches new once again in the last 24 hours at Vail and Beaver Creek. And we could see maybe 7 by the time this is all said and done. And then maybe have a little break. And then by Saturday, another couple inches. And then, 5, 6 inches for starting off your week. And we're not even to the snowiest months of the year yet. Usually our typical snowiest months are February, March, even April. January can usually be dry. Not the case this year. But let's bring in Megan, and before we say goodbye, and find out where she's wandered off to. All right, those lifts are open. People are getting after it at 8:30 on a Monday.
Yep, they're just walking through the maze, getting right on. So come
Yeah.
on down, folks.
Come on down. Hey, Megan, have you tried the new lift, Sundown Express,
yes.
that's now open?
Yes,
Oh, what'd you think?
I did. I was on it. Oh, I love it. It was great. It was really exciting.
Yeah.
I was on Saturday. I went over there on Saturday. It was complete socked in back there. It was cold on Saturday, but I had to get on it, and I did.
Well, and then how were the lines in the back bowls? Because I know that was pretty darn busy in the morning with everyone trying to get that 12-inch powder day. So was it nice to have those 2 lifts at the base where high noon is and get people out?
Definitely. Yep, just kept it moving. I mean, it relieves the congestion for sure. So it does help to have both of them going. But to me, there's so much open in Vail that it doesn't ever, the only lines really are at the bottom for people to get on the mountain.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not bad. It's great. Even
Yeah.
Cheer 7, Game Creek, like 3-4 minutes.
Okay, all right, because they increased that capacity as well. And now Chair 7, Game Creek Express, is now a 6-person lift instead of a 4-person. So it's about a 50% upgrade in how fast they can get people up the hill. So that's good to hear. Even on a Saturday, things were moving along.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. I got a lot of skiing.
Okay, good. You got a lot of vertical. I know. I told you I tried to get into town, and then I-70 was closed, so we couldn't get through Dye Junction. We turned back around. We went over. We actually did a bunch of laps on Arrowhead because you can get a lot of vertical. It's 1,700 feet, and then you can get a lot of vertical if you just do some hot laps. We had some friends in town. We took them out there. One of our friends, she had a tib fib. She broke her leg like quite a few years ago, but she hadn't really been skiing since. So we got her back out. So, but she actually went to Vail 7 Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. So she's living proof that you can still get it back out there after a ski injury. So she was enjoying her foray back into it. So, okay, well, thanks so much for all your reporting today, Megan. We appreciate it. And
You're welcome.
did we have any chat? I better check the chat real quick to see if we have any hellos. I know Paul is gone. Paul went to Florida. And I think Colorado Kid is still here, but he doesn't chat. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, so LA, good morning. Yep. So LA is watching. Rodney's chiming in. Oh, yeah. Hey, LA, I did find the card. Thank you. She sent me the cutest little thank you card for having on the show and everything. So, all right, great to hear from everybody in our chat land. And once again, if you want to talk with us during the show, you can certainly do so. We are live 7:30 to 8:30-ish. Mountain Standard Time, and you can subscribe to Vail Valley Live on YouTube, like us on Facebook, set the alerts so then you know when we're on, and then you can chat with us during that show as well. YouTube is similar. And then we're live on Outside Television, which is channel 17 on Comcast, Xfinity. A lot of people are like, I have Xfinity. And they don't realize that that's also Comcast here. So that's the way you can watch us. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow on Vail Valley Live for your Tuesday as we round out the month of January.